Under maintenance, the first paragraph, in 3 places, is referred to, can equip, but it has a T at the end of them, so minus the T.
Relocation.
Yeah, relocation in the paragraph.
Is there anything else anybody's seen? If not, I'll just request a motion with changes.
I'll make a motion, we approve the reading of minutes with corrections.
Second.
Motion's been made by Kevin, second by Cheryl. Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? All in favor? Motion carried. Next will be anybody that is in the audience that has anything that's not on the agenda. Was this for, sorry?
Does that go for the public? We're
Uh,
talking about abandoned vehicles or vehicles that are sitting on property? Does that go in the abandonment?
Do we have anything on the agenda? Okay, so yeah, you have a few minutes if you have something you'd like to bring up.
Yeah, I'm active age. I'm here for the birth of my daughter. I've been trying to get my orders and everything submitted to the police department. The judge is wanting to say he doesn't care about my orders. I am falling underneath the protected of the Veteran Act, where if I'm on active duty orders and stationed out of the United States, that my vehicle or my property cannot be messed with.
I'm not familiar with that. That would be an attorney. That would be an attorney court thing, wouldn't it?
So what happened, we have it coming up, this would be part of the abatement after the police. So the judge ordered that the situation be abated. The entire situation was explained. The opportunity was given for orders or whoever. And it's been a time frame that the judge felt like it should be taken care of, and so he just ordered it abated. And that's where I asked him to come here and if he could explain that he would have it done in a shorter amount of time or whatever. But that's what the judge said, and he passed it off to you guys to either to approve the resolution to abate 2 properties tonight.
Gotcha.
Okay, I have a question. Since this isn't a court, I don't know what abated means.
Abate means clean it up. So we cleaned up another property. We abated that other property last month where they had several code violations to
On Market Street.
crash and the vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
And so after a process, and then after you guys approved the resolution to abate or to clean up the property, then the city went and cleaned up the property, and we'll be charging that person for the cleanup and the removal of vehicles.
Okay.
So is he under the abatement part of your agenda?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's been a resolution
Is that-
made. So, Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So then we will wait till we get some. Pardon me?
are you on it?
So we'll hold off and wait till we get to your police department section.
And you got the, did you get those resolutions finished? I sent this to you, okay. Perfect.
Okay. I did see that you have a public comment written on a,
I do. It's for 529 Melody Court. It kind of goes over it there. There's an account balance of $397.04. He's trying to sell the house. He no longer lives here. So he's asking if we can turn the utilities back on without payment, just for a brief time for the home inspection. He promises to pay on the 21st of September. This is his second promise to pay. The first one he did not pay, and the charges have since gone up. So he wanted to come before council to see if he could get his utilities turned back on.
I think they're reviewing it right now.
Okay, so he said he would pay it by September 21st, but you've got nothing.
Right.
And now it's increased.
Mhm.
until we're getting a second promise.
Yeah.
You want to turn it back on so they can do an inspection?
You had to sell the home.
So we have actually no guarantee he's even gonna pay it. I mean, he's had since 9/10.
I would suggest at least a down payment or something, with a promise of the rest or something. We need something on good faith.
Okay, so today is the 16th, 17th, but he says he's gonna pay it by Thursday. When does he need the water turned on?
Tomorrow. Inspection.
And how long has he been asking you to turn it on? We were waiting, I understand, to come to the council.
November 14th is when we received the email.
Friday.
So if he doesn't pay and he sells the house and someone moves in, will they be responsible for that before you can turn the water on?
No, our ordinance doesn't have that.
Okay, I just want to make sure that it wouldn't fall on someone who bought the house, 'cause
And last month, we reached out to them on shut-off days, again, and we got an response.
only when he wants you.
Correct. On 9/21 and 10/21, we reached out to him with no response, and then we received the email on the 14th requesting it to be turned on with no payment.
I'm curious, can I ask a question about it? How much is he saying that he'll pay?
All of it.
In full.
Tell him he can't get it turned on unless there's a payment in full. Because that's what he's saying.
The overlap of, he wants to pay after.
Do you guys have any comment over here?
I don't think we should.
I'm saying,
I mean, it's just kind of odd.
I mean, it's a
Only
3 months.
because he has promised to pay and he hasn't.
Right.
yeah,
That-
he's already promised once.
Just no.
No action taken.
No action.
No action.
If somebody doesn't make a motion to accommodate the request,
Okay.
no action is taken.
Well, then I think we are going to no action. On that. Anything public comments? All right, we'll move on. Dylan? Looks like you got a.
Did I get from Mr. New
For what?
for this addition?
Yeah, we did it last time.
So this one that we have here today, I would go by this afternoon and this evening. I gotta talk to this guy a little bit more, so I would just recommend we table this till next week.
Okay.
This, Thayer,
Yeah, just there. One thing that we might want to determine ahead of time is on the sketch, you'll see that he goes to the front of the house corners on that. We don't have anything that specifically says we're not supposed to do that, but usually I've been telling people to go back to about halfway through their house. That way you're not putting it in the front yard at all. So that's just kind of something that we need to define.
I believe that it reads that it just can't be in the front yard.
Yeah.
That's side yards.
Yeah, and there are plenty of properties around town with the 6-foot tall fence in the front yard too. Of course, this was all done before me, but just so you know that there is existing out there.
I remember a meeting where it was decided that they could go to the front of the house with their privacy fence when I worked there.
yeah, to the front, so that it was even with it. Yes.
Yeah, okay, and that's good on that. Really, the main thing I can give a check here is he's got a building back. It looks like it's right on the easement of the alley. And he wants to put the fence around the building as well, so we need to go see exactly where he wants.
Okay.
So we'll just table it.
Just to verify, this is 318 Center?
Correct.
This one's different.
Oh, 813, yeah.
So they.
Yeah, 318 Civic.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 318 on the top corner there.
Okay. Well, per Dylan's request, we are gonna table this, until further information is gathered. Did you have anything else in zoning?
We got Wade taken care of and do one, and then, Melvin Hicks, he's got his hole covered up now. So, and he said he should be finished before the rest is here in the next 2 weeks. So we don't have to worry about the.
Correct.
exterior. But he's been a little bit hard to get hold of. So, but that's all we got.
All right, thank you, Dylan. Anybody have anything for Dylan real quick? Nope. All right. Thank you, Dylan.
All right, thanks.
Dustin. Amen.
That's a wet water. Yep. That's just kind of tentative. That's right.
We'll just try to talk over this.
Oh, my fault.
Go on, Dustin.
I believe we could take that and instead of currently that drain goes like a 3 or 4 inch pipe all the way
Mhm.
to the end, we would drop it down into the 24 inch corner. So it's.
So it won't be filling up, it's sitting right underneath the drain anymore. Okay.
And I don't know how many of these we would need, that's why I put it at per each drain, about $12.50 for the 2 fittings, the drain and the Certi. Then the little 12-inch culvert type base.
This is where you guys will perform?
Yes, and these are just more, better numbers for you, with some extra pictures to describe what I'm talking about.
Is this something that will be a project this year, or next year, more information?
This is informational.
Okay. So we're not looking to make any action on this tonight? It won't be a project?
Well, I got the extra information, because the last bid that I got was for different style,
Mhm.
Okay.
and it wasn't what we needed. So that can just go into wherever that packet is you got.
Chad, did you have a question?
So these are good plastic.
Correct. And that's it. This is not the same, because we would just go straight through and the insert key goes into the pipe. So you don't have to buy the key, you buy that thing, hook it in here. Okay. And each one will be a square drain. Instead of the other one had to have a basin that was $2,500 and $2,800, and then the other thing was a couple grand, that was a curb box. That's not necessarily what we need. It's a little excessive. These drain grates are what we have right now, similar to them. And we still are gonna have a little bit of curved water, but it's just 4 or 5 of these to catch it before every driveway, and so on and so forth. Right before the clinic, have a drop down. And it's all gonna go out the same way it's going out.
Mhm.
But we're trying to make more of it go under the ground. Not
And it flows into the creek?
Is the pricing just for
Yeah, here.
FYI, or is that?
There, that was me doing that.
So you're looking at 12 inch?
Yes, and 18 inch, I had him give me a quote on that, I said 18, 15, 12, all of those. The 18 inch, you have to go to a 30 inch trunk. So.
18 inch to go to a 30.
We're only gonna do a 24 inch, so we can't go that.
Gotcha.
15 max.
We appreciate the information.
So does it increase, since you're looking at 12 inch, does it increase the number of drains we have to have?
No, because the 12 inch is gonna flow way more than, some of these are hooked into 4 and 6 inch PVC.
Okay.
For a 12 inch. We're just taking a 12, and it's taking basically a quarter of the road. The flow of the 12 inch is a fair amount more than. Right. But, I haven't done those exact numbers yet, so we're just like. But I still had pictures of 18 inch on the, roadside.
Both sides.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay. The numbers. Next thing on the list.
Okay, you got PLC water clean?
It is,
On that?
it's about $500. I don't think there's any paperwork for it.
Okay.
Luckily, it's not the main part of the PLC, but it's 1, 4, 5, we got 10 or 12 in total. But one of them is fried, and that's all along with our SCADA system. he let us know that that's the part we need to buy. He could buy it, but he's gonna buy it from the same online place as us, and charge 30%. So he said it's something we can buy and install. I just wanna make sure it's okay to spend that $500.
For those who don't know what's PLC,
Basically, it's a nervous system for our plant. It tells everything what to do. That's one of the pieces of it. We got a finger not working on it. Thank you.
okay,
I'm not the computer guy, obviously, but I'm trying to learn more about it.
something that's needed.
It is neat.
Okay.
And I would say one right now, but kind of need to look into how many exactly we have, because they're all probably the same age.
And you don't have any paperwork or
I do that paperwork.
quote or something,
No,
like a hard number?
No, 490 was what I looked at from one of the PLC supply chains.
Okay.
I had one for 270 that was refurbished. Refurbished is fine for me, but water plant brand new. That's why I can.
Something you need to keep in stock. Backups.
It's not a bad idea to have one, because if I had one, I would have already put it in, it wouldn't be made.
Maybe think about making a motion for two?
I would like to, that's fine. I would like to just look at, there's more along with this PLC also in our SCADA system. If he comes in, maybe he could check some of the other ones, or maybe somebody that knows more about those can check them to see how close to bad they are. I don't understand it. I don't know if that's something you can do. Like, do they kind of tell you they're going bad before they fry, or?
Yeah, not really.
So basically, just keep one on hand.
Yeah,
That way,
even the hours, you go by hours sometimes.
that's kind of how I get to. So having one on the shelf, right, that's all.
Okay.
So you said they're 500 or?
490?
490. Cheap or expensive?
It keeps the water plant going? It's cheap.
Well, I was asking, like, you know more about the rest.
Well, no, I'm not knowing specifics what that does. I mean, if it's an important part for the water plant, yeah, I mean, it's cheap.
I just don't know much about that. I looked over a couple of times. Where everyone I saw on the websites was about that much.
Yeah.
Where you were it from? Okay.
That's what it says about 90 feet.
Shipping added to that. I don't believe there was, because it's a small, it's about the size of my phone. Yeah. I can't say because it was on John's one. Bradwell International, maybe, Florida. DO was one, DO PLCs or something. That was one of the places I looked, and it was like that 470, 490. I don't have that with you.
One is needed sooner than later. And so even if the motion just included a not to exceed maybe 1,000 and it ended up being more than 500, you want to get one for now, kind of thing. And then we come back for more money, Still, we can at least get one for sure. If somebody wants to make a motion, or we can, no?
Motion to purchase 2 PLCs not to exceed 1,100.
Motion's been made by Chad, second by Ron. Any further discussion?
At 1,100, getting some shipping if it's added in.
Perfect. All those in favor?
Right?
All those opposed? All in favor, motion carried.
Norton, I don't know if we have any information to that. I want to get that, if we don't have any other firewall, we need to get that.
Antivirus?
Yeah, so on their computer out, it's at the water plant, right? That needs the Norton, so I think we just need to.
It needs it or it hasn't? So the
Well,
subscription does.
it keeps telling me the subscription's expired.
Okay, I would suggest we renew it then.
Yeah. And that was a question of, did we start another one, we have different email such, so I was like.
No, Norton's part of, it comes with the with the, you know, the Windows boxes. Even though we're gonna be switching that computer out once the guy gets time to come out and do it, I think you still should do it. It's just a subscription. We can actually cancel it, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's.
Is that within your daily budget?
Yeah.
That will be.
Yeah, and it's only gonna be like, probably what, $70, $50 to $60, something like that. It's not gonna be expensive.
I was looking at that because it was telling me the subscription was done, and this PLC was doing some funny things, and the last time Norton started, like, shutting down our system, thinking they were viruses, so that's why it's getting brought up at the same time.
Sure.
I was chasing that funny again, thinking we were having to unlock stuff when the subscription was done. That's good. Your tractor, any more info?
I've not heard any more back from the guy.
That
sounds like,
would it?
yeah,
Okay.
we just left it sit in the shop for a couple of weeks since he split it without us letting him, without permission. So hopefully it's in their way. Not to be rude, but if you don't have permission to do something, you probably shouldn't. So I guess it comes down to it if we're wanting, or I guess we want to spend the money or just bring it back and do something else with it. I don't know what the charge out the door to get it back would be, though. He didn't give me a figure on that.
I don't see a point in putting it back together.
Well, my concern is if they go to put it back together, how are they gonna put it back together? It's gonna be put back together right, and then we're screwed again.
Honestly, they have a sister company that's very attractive. Feel like we're gonna go with them.
Get better discussion about moving business.
Had a scenario, but after not us. I don't know. We're gonna have to pay something to get it back in operation. Probably have to pay them to get it back broken.
I think of our last meeting with the Chad or whoever it was, Chad, I think mentioned, I think they broke their part on their own. That's on them. If we want them to fix it, okay, but I think they need to accommodate the fact that they went and did work on their own, not on ours. That's my feeling.
So, I think what he told me was his hands are kind of tied, but he's trying to do something on his end, and it was just a hair under $5,000 to fix the part that was broken. That would be what he's saying about it.
Were you able to discern when he was contacted and advised that?
He said the paperwork had to be filled out to honor the warranty, so the phone call didn't count. And he said that's on his vendors, his parts vendors.
Who's responsible for filling out the paperwork?
I think Dustin was supposed to fill out like the work order for them or something.
Like sort of ticket.
Yeah, a ticket had to
Like
be
take the
paid.
tractor there and here's my keys, fix it.
So
I
we
never
don't have
made it
the
to the
trailer.
mechanic shop this time. Basically,
How out of warranty were we?
Like 2 months. I think,
I were 13 or 12, so.
then not even 2 months.
Said we do a lot of business with them in the past.
Skid loader, excavator, mower.
So there's gonna be, he charges regardless whether they put it back together broken or put it back together fixed. If they decide to drop the extra money, put it back together. Fixed.
If you don't fix it, you're gonna have to take it somewhere else and get it fixed.
And I just feel like inpatient
and move on.
That's my case. Just get it fixed.
And so with that, I think we just need a motion, to not exceed, he told me it should be under $5,000. So I would say not to exceed $5,000.
Okay, no, 16. I move that we proceed with the repairs to the tractor from Can Equip, not to exceed 5,000.
Motion's made by Ron. Second. Who do you want the second go to? All right, Chad had the second. Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? All in favor, motion carried.
For action next year. This is our annual contract and partnership. For our three individuals. And, our instrumentation. The same instrumentation that we got for the year installed.
Do we have to approve this now, or can we wait until after the first year? It says expiration February 10th.
I think you can wait.
I mean, that's just a new budget year.
Yeah.
We can pay it out of next year's budget. It'll come out of the waterfront. Either way, it's not gonna make a difference,
Oh.
but it's there for now.
Just a question, if you want to pay it now or later.
Well, I think it matters.
But you're gonna take that in next year's budget.
It can come out of either, the money's there.
Okay.
Is this comparable to last contract? Every year.
I think I asked that question last year. I think it was like
1,500 a year.
I want to say it was like 14,000 last year.
I remember one year being 11,000. I don't think it's ever been under 10,000 since I worked.
Well, that's the same question I asked last year. You used it.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're looking at 16,576.
I think this question was asked before, but I'm gonna ask it again. Is this like the only one in our area that does this one? That we get better instrumentation? Like, the reason we bought the new CL-17 is because they wouldn't cover them in this partnership with the outdated obsolete stuff. Okay. So it's their equipment. It's their equipment kind of thing, yeah.
Proprietary to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they're out of Loveland, Colorado. That's their main headquarters.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but it's kind of a proprietary thing.
Anybody want to make any action tonight?
Budget year doesn't matter. I'll make a motion. We approve the Hawk Partnership annual contract at $16,576.
Second. Motion's been made by Kevin, second by Chad. Any further discussion?
Do you want to stipulate this year's budget or next year's budget?
Off of this year's budget.
Alrighty. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? All in favor? Motion carried.
Bathrooms are closed, winterized, locked up, but we did that at Halloween. I don't know if it's around Halloween anyway. Larry, Stocks is supposed to go into the railroad track tomorrow at 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning, so if you want something fun to watch, we'll check that. Hopefully it'll hit.
So was the other one, did Mercury
Mercury Shares, that was them doing it, right? Week ago? It was a week ago. Yeah. Okay. Yep. And so they're fully completed now, or?
I'd say that.
I think that was the last thing.
That was the final thing.
Yeah, the last name.
Okay. Because we're on theirs and we're having hangups continuously since they did that.
Mm-hmm.
So there's some hardware on my property as well.
From Mercury or Cox?
I'm not sure who it's from. It's up there, it's new.
Cox is
It's
on
Cox.
yours now.
They're
That
still
might be
working.
They just.
They're everywhere.
And behind you. That's Cox.
Talking about the bathrooms, typically, the bathrooms out at the lake stay open year round. And in the past, we haven't had them cleaned in the winter. So we want Gloria to continue cleaning it through the winter.
How often do they actually use them?
They're just a fit to it.
She only cleans once a month, doesn't she, for those bathrooms? Or is it twice a month? How do we set that up?
I think it's twice,
We're talking Mary from the library? No.
Gloria.
Oh, Gloria. Gloria.
We don't want our facilities, if they're open, to be dirty.
No, and she said like this, when she started again this year, she said it was pretty bad out there.
My
And she
opinion
stopped
would
the
be-
toilet paper and everything, so.
Your opinion would be continue,
Okay.
you know? Do you guys feel on that?
What do you charge?
It's different, it's like, I wanted to pay $30 a bathroom.
Yeah.
So twice a month?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe in the wintertime, just once a month? I mean, do they get used a lot during the wintertime? I don't know.
It's cold.
I know when I was there, I was out there almost every weekend in the
Really?
wintertime.
Does it supplement her income pretty well, or is she low income?
I don't think so.
We don't want a facility to look bad.
No.
That's how I feel on it. And
The census should keep that one going.
I, the census,
Yeah.
they agree? Okay, yep,
Okay.
the census. Anything for Dustin?
Yes.
Yes.
I was out at the lake yesterday. That dock is awfully close to the shore. Have you heard anything else on that? The new dock.
The new guy.
Are we gonna push it out
He was
or?
doing harvest like everybody around here, so we're kind of waiting on him to finish up harvest. So I would figure in a couple of weeks.
And then I had a question for you on county council, and Emily might be able to answer it better. On the fish feeders, do we leave those in there year round? And they're only used during the summer when Tyler goes out and fills them. And he says he has to do repairs on them. Is there a reason we don't pull them out during the winter and fix them? Oh, okay.
That'd be the reason I would come up with, because they're bigger than they look when you get up close to them.
Are they? I'm just from the shore.
They're about as wide as you, a little shorter than the cable, probably, but yeah, they're where they're pretty big. But that'd be my 2 cents to be storing them, probably why. You usually gotta wrangle them back up after the ice is taken them over sideways or wherever they go.
Okay.
But, it's possible, but it's easier just to fix them out there.
Is it? Okay.
It's usually the batteries that go bad, sitting out there, the solar panels, and it's got a little.
I just remember, I think it was last year, you said he had to repair some metal on the bottom or something like that.
It's pretty old too, so.
It looks beat up.
Anything else for Dustin?
We could look into refurbishing.
Thank you, Dustin.
Have a good night.
Shannon?
Yes, sir.
It is now time for
Please.
your statement.
Okay, so there should be resolutions, and we can go ahead and go over the resolution.
Copy your email.
I'm simply just bringing you to the, with the judge.
Okay.
The judge says to be abatement on those two properties. The first property is gonna be the 205 South Fourth Street. So originally, It was, it began in April. And then we had, there was stuff sent every month. So defendant failed to appear April, May, June, July. And so when we write the code complaints, they normally go to the homeowner or the person who's registered with the water. So that's who.
And it was underneath Matthew Harden.
Right. So, Mr. Fisher sent that to Matthew Hearn, and so, we went until July, so from April to July, with letters and, correspondence and trying to get hold of them. And then in July, defendants showed up and said they would remove the inoperable motorcycle, the truck, the mattresses and box springs from the truck and get rid of the vegetation that was around the truck, which was the entirety of the code problem. And then the next month, we went to inspect and nothing had happened. And so at that point, we found out that, well, they didn't show up again. And so then on October, when I took back over doing code, I found out that these items belong to Mr. Zimmerman. So I got a hold of him. He was in Kuwait. And so I asked him to go ahead and send me his orders for being over there, and then his commander's information so that the court could speak to him. We didn't get anything, and so this last month we just brought it back to the court. The judge said file a resolution to be drafted, present to City Council to abate nuisances due to defendant's failure to appear to multiple hearings and no attempt to resolve violations. So that's what the judge said. So we get the violation or the resolution put together, and then we just give it to you, and it's up to you at this point whether you want to debate it or what next steps you want to take. I invited him here to speak on his own behalf.
So, I moved my stepdad, or adopted dad in the house, and they were supposed to pay bills and everything. They did not tell me anything about it until after they moved out, and that's also about, actually the time that, I cannot remember your name.
I'm Shannon.
I know my fiance calls you mama,
Okay.
because you're the mama cop around here.
Yeah.
Got all of me. I did tell her that I was in Kuwait in that time frame. Then I was medicaled out of Kuwait to Walter Reed Medical Center. I have found out that I was coughing up blood, found out that I had 4 masses on each bottom of the lungs. I have a mass in my right trachea airway. They're thinking I possibly have lymphoma. So I was currently in the hospital getting that treated and taken care of, trying to figure it out. They still haven't figured it out. I got my leave approved to come home. That's why I'm here today. I just had my baby girl 6 days ago.
Congratulations.
Thank you. The truck does run. It doesn't run for very long.
No.
It's got blown head gaskets, and I'm trying to figure out the battery issue because it was draining and killing the battery.
Do you have a course of action or a plan?
Trying to get the funds together to get the mattress out of there. I told them I did not want the mattresses in the back of my truck at all. They went against me and threw them in the back of my truck anyways, because they thought it was out of the way when they mowed and everything. I wasn't gonna get a weed eater to trim up around the truck. I know the truck's on flat tire, 2 flat tires. The tags are expired on the truck. Today I actually found the title to the truck. I have not had time to go register the truck to get it re-tagged, same with my car, so I'm doing both at the same time. I do have another motorcycle that's up top that does run. I know, this mama here heard me start up a couple days ago.
You think?
The other motorcycle is a project that I am rebuilding because it was the last bike that I rode with my uncle before he was killed off.
Do you think if, granted more time, do you think you can get it done in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month?
I got
To get
till,
everything in order?
I have till, I think the 29th of this month to be back in, not Minnesota, Modesto, Maryland, at Wilson Medical Center, because I have a surgery coming up to remove, lymph node out of the right side of my neck. I'm trying to get the truck on air tires, and they can move it if you want. I can park in gravel driveway off the grass. That's no problem. The motorcycle, I'm trying to figure out somewhere to put it. I try to finagle it to the basement, and it can't fit through the door. That's where I was originally put it, was in the basement.
Do you have a shed on the property or anything?
No, I do not.
Okay.
That's why I also asked if I could tarp it, and
I don't know what this.
it's covered.
Not unregistered and inoperable.
Okay.
It'd be enclosed.
Because my other motorcycle up top, it's been covered the whole entire time, and I'm not getting no issues for it.
Right, but it's registered and running.
So, I guess we just need to know if you've got, you know, a time frame of what you think.
I'm trying to get it done before I leave here.
Okay.
I got a question. How does one dispose of a mattress?
I talked to this
The
lady
county
here.
down.
She told me to call the Osage Waste, and I haven't called them yet because like I said, I don't have the extra funds, and I know it's gonna cost me about $200 or more. to have it.
Really? No, 20.
It would be
What?
$20.
$20 for everything.
Yeah.
For them to pick it up from your driveway?
Yeah, from our drive.
There's at least like three mattresses in that truck.
If not, if you get them out to the county waste yourself, it's a $10 minimum, or they go by the weight.
That's the only thing, is I don't have a truck.
I got a trailer. I can come by and pick them up.
There you go. That'd be cool, a little
Where's
bit
your
of
address?
community help.
205,
So I guess council's come down, I guess, if you guys think in a good faith that he can maybe get this done
We should give him
by
the opportunity.
the 29th. You said you have to be in Maryland?
so I'll
So
be
that gives
leaving
you-
28.
How long would that be?
Today's
They went 11 days.
17.
11 days, we think we can get things in order?
The holiday and the weekend.
Yeah, the holidays, done me the cutoff probably, because I'm gonna be getting packed up and ready to go on the 28th, I'll leave on the 29th.
Where we can see.
When you coming back from Maryland?
Monday.
Don't know.
That's that part.
Yeah.
If it's not done by Monday the 1st, we have a meeting that day, we can sign it that day.
You will need to correct this, it has a bad address at the bottom.
Or
It's
what
not
is,
the same address.
you get 330,
333 Osborne.
We were sending back and forth.
Okay. so before that,
So
then,
we can,
because this
we can
one's
do
at
that.
333, yeah.
Yeah.
This should require a motion, right, Tom?
You don't have to take any action on the resolution at this point.
Okay, even though the judge has ordered which comes down to us to sign the resolution, I'm just making sure I'm.
Just so that you understand what the judge's issue was. We were not able to get anything done through the municipal court to get the individual who was responsible for abating the nuisance to address it. And when that happens, if the city wants the nuisance abated, it comes back before the city council, and there's a process by which you can pass resolutions to have the city staff abate the nuisance and then charge it to the tax rolls for the property.
Okay.
So it's not that the judge is ordering the city to do anything, it's putting it back before this body so that you can take action,
So
because we
Well,
weren't
then-
achieving anything.
We're gonna take no action on the resolution for the 205, South 4th Street tonight.
No problem.
We'll push it out to our December 1st meeting, and we'll reevaluate information then.
just so I can understand, Mr. Bond, that, but you basically said that that just gives the judge gives the city the authority to actually do the abatement and charge the citizens.
The court doesn't give the authority. That authority is vested in the code that's been adopted by the city. You have to understand, it's kind of like the way the federal government's structured. You've got your court system, and then you've got your legislative system, and you've got your administration. The mayor's the administrator,
Okay.
and the city clerk and that staff. The court is the one that hears if there's a dispute. And then the legislative part of this body is the council members. If we can't get anything done through the criminal portion that is allowed under the code, and there's two ways to handle nuisances. One is through the court, where they just issue fines and as an incentive to get people to act.
Right.
Or if we're not getting anywhere and we don't feel that we can, under the circumstances, achieve the desired result of getting the nuisance abated, that's when it comes back here. And there is a process under the code where the council can invite property owner in, give them an opportunity to be heard, and if the council determines that time should be given for them to abate the nuisance themselves, time can be given. If it gets to a point where there just isn't action occurring, then they can pass the resolution to go in and have the city superintendent and his employees go in and clean it up.
Okay.
And then charge the cost of that back to the property owner.
Okay.
And subject to the taxes. So,
I appreciate it.
So that means I'd have total of the first to get taken care of, right?
try to get it addressed, because they're gonna sit on this to see what progress you make.
We'll review it again
And
on
then
our
it-
December 1st meeting.
As far as covering it up, my experience has been if you cover something with the tarp and rodents get in there, you've got far more issues.
Well, I already got a new line harness and everything coming for it. I just asked for the card because I was gonna just cover it with the bike cover.
But that doesn't achieve it, that won't do it. If you are going to comply with the city code, you're either gonna have it through a screen that is, you can't see through, okay? It's kind of, I've seen that around.
So can I push it towards the back of my property and have it up against the house covered?
It's better if you've got it in a garage,
Well, I live in a duplex, so I don't have a garage in or anything like that.
or like Merritt said, a shed, even if it's a temporary shed,
Storage,
motorcycle.
there's storage units just down the street from you, and they rent.
I was told they're always full.
I would go ask her, because there's always stuff, she's got storage units there, and then she's got storage units downtown.
But if it's truly inoperable and it's a project vehicle, whether it's a car or a motorcycle, it's gotta be behind a privacy screened in fence or in a garage or shed to comply with your city code.
Thank you, guys. Did that answer questions for you?
Thanks for coming in, I appreciate it. So the second one is 3033, we send letters, we've sent letters for quite some time, and not gotten any response. So the outside of the home is what needs abated. There's a tree that's fallen down in the front yard, and so that just needs cut up and then it needs mowed. And that's the extent of that for 333 Osborne.
Okay, Osborne's up here by the traders.
Yes, so Osborne, it goes west north, Osborne.
And then
Yeah,
Lawrence.
it's
Okay,
an
I'll
older
focus on
neighborhood,
that.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's also the house where they abandoned some animals. And we had to rescue them and, so.
So not a midtown?
It's been empty for,
She's got a board on the front door screwed in.
The chair is down.
uh-oh.
Congratulations.
So the judge just wanted that abated, would be the mowing down of the grass and then getting rid of the trees that is falling down. That's the abatement for that.
Okay, and you haven't heard anything from the owners, the property owners?
No.
The last correspondence that she was sent from the court was sent, certified mail. She did receive it, and she
Is she out of state? Out
is
of-
Mika.
Oh, okay.
But this is a person that we've dealt with fairly regularly, either in animal or code enforcement, and she doesn't take it very seriously.
Okay. So if we pass the resolution, when maintenance has time, they will take care of this, and then it will all go against the taxes.
Right, we'll send her another letter. She'll have, it'll be put in the newspaper for 2 weeks, is that correct? And once it's posted in the newspaper for 2 weeks, then we're able to go take care of the.
Well, I make a motion that we adopt resolution 2025-8.
Second. Motion's been made by Cheryl, second by Ron. Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? All in favor? Motion carried.
Appreciate it. Okay,
Did you have anything else, Shannon?
I have a few things.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. So, we are in need of hires. I already spoke to, Michael about this. He said that it will be covered in the equipment fund. And these are your names. The
For which
Explorer, the Explorer, and then the black Durango is in need of tires. Here's your copy. Thank you. So on the top, is the ones from Tire and Auto. On the Ford, there is also, TPMS needs to be replaced in each tire, which is the tire, pressure monitoring system. Because that goes out between 5 and 10 years, it goes out. So in this estimation, it's gonna be 67 per tire. And then one for Kansas Land, I just wrote in, that it's gonna be, $70 per tire, but their total is lower. So, we can go through Carbondale Tire and Auto, or we can go to Kansas Land.
That's a big difference.
Well, we do have a contract, and we do have, the city has been buying from Kansas Land, and so they're giving us a government, some kind of government discount. And
You purchase the tire through Kansas Land, but then Cardinal Tire and Auto will still have to put it on.
Well, they put them on for us out there.
Kansas Land?
Yeah. Yeah, we went to Kansas Land and had them put on that time.
Okay, so they will do everything.
They will do everything, and that's for this cost.
No mountain balance is on there.
No, no balance is on
Right. Because we had problems with that. We
Um,
picked up that mistake.
so I come up on Kansas Land with a total of the TPMS total plus the total comes up $951.
For the Ford,
Yeah, compared to 1,200.
hang on, it's 651 compared to 860 on the other.
Yeah.
So,
951, if I did my math right. This 4 times 70, I got 280 plus 671. Sometimes I am. And so, I mean, that's a lot of coins saved.
That's a
For the
big
same
difference in the
thing.
price. Do we need to make them separate? Or can we just, I make a motion that we purchase tires for the, here's the Durango. For the Dodge Durango and the Ford Explorer that belong to the police department from Kansas Land Tire and Service. Do we need to, okay,
Right,
the
but this-
Explorer is gonna be not to exceed $951, and for the Durango, not to exceed $651.
Motion's been made by Cheryl, second by Ron. All those, any further discussion, sorry? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? All in favor, motion carried.
Thank you. We will appreciate that a lot in the winter. This is something I've been developing, we've been working on the sergeant role, but, I would like to have back in the police department. This is,
I just didn't realize you got rid of it.
description. Well,
There was no one in the position.
no one in position, but we didn't have all these details worked out. And so these are the details that we've been working, or I've been working on. I would like to, talk about retirement in the closed meeting if that's possible. If I have a person in mind, I just want to go over that and then the projection for, making her sergeant.
You're requesting an executive session?
I did.
Okay.
It's on the agenda.
Do it.
It's for later, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It won't take long.
I got you.
But since it's personnel, we're talking about specific personnel.
No, for sure. I just didn't see that it was down there.
So that's the position. I wanted to share real quick that I applied and was awarded 3 vests for free from the, U.S. Deputies Association. It's like what we did before, where we got these vests. This vest is 5 years old. 3 other ones are about 5 years old, starting to show some wear and tear. The last time what we get is the other vest for free, and then I believe we spent $150 on the outer carrier. And so we'll see what those cost, but we have to get to, the retailer. The retailer hasn't reached out just yet. We've been approved for the vest. We've sent in the measurements. They then go find, a retailer that will do them for us for free. And then, once the retailer gets the order, then they'll reach out to us and find out what we want. And I'll come back here and ask you guys if you would approve, the outer part of the vest, for like $195. Vests, I don't know if you know, are usually between $1,000 and $1,500. And so per setup. And so it's going to save us a large amount of money by getting most of it for free.
All right.
And they've lasted. They're heavy. But they lasted. So I'm pleased with this performance. So, and then the other thing is that we have the toddler getting picked up this week, and it sold for $1,600.
Oh.
Which is pretty decent because it doesn't run. So.
Well.
Anyway,
That's not bad.
that's all I have for that.
All right, does anybody have anything for Shannon? All right, thank you, Shannon.
Thank you.
Reimbursement?
It's actually out of order in the packet. It's on
Yeah.
the 4th page from the back. John and Stoney went to a training and, Stoney paid for their meals.
They're both ate for $23?
Yeah.
That's very savvy shopping. Okay.
Well, make a motion that we reimburse Stony Eagle $22.96 for their, lunch during the conference.
Training.
All right, motion's been made by Cheryl, second by Chad. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Right.
Aye.
All those opposed? All in favor, motion carries.
Do you know, how's the training go? I forgot they went to training, do you know?
I do know.
They were talking about it in the office earlier. It went good and learned lucky things. So.
You know, I haven't talked to either one of them. I talked to Dustin. That's that question. DG.
Do we have the actual permit?
I didn't make all the copies of it. Do you want the whole thing? It's no different than past. Do you want the whole thing?
No. Is it just this right here?
Yeah.
You have
It's
the
just
actual.
renewing the
It's just,
CMB.
do what?
It's just renewing their CMB, their cereal malt beverage license we do every year so that they can sell beer.
I got you. It's paid, so.
Yep.
Yeah, if we don't have any issues, then just need a motion.
Make a motion, we approve the DG CMB, permit for 26/7?
For the year 2026.
Yeah.
All right. Motion made by Kevin, second by Ron. Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? All in favor, motion carried. Pest control,
There's some different bids here for pest control for City Hall, just for yearly contracts for just the general,
you got 3 of them?
yeah.
You don't currently have anyone do pest control?
Yeah.
I was surprised by that. I thought we did. I don't know why.
I didn't think we did.
There hasn't been since I've been here. Meeting with the 3 different companies, Green Pest Solutions by far, I think would do the better job.
Well, they gave more information on the quote.
Yeah. So they were very professional and helpful, and, it's $864 a year.
They don't have a problem coming out here?
No.
Okay.
That one that lives across the street, man. Green.
Do you?
Yeah, our neighbor.
So there's one close by.
Here every day.
Terminix didn't even give numbers.
Well, the other 2 don't really have a lot of information, so it's hard to compare.
Yeah, exactly. And Green will do the wasp lists.
Yes.
And the ants, they got ants included. $72 a month. And 64 years.
No termites, bed bugs, or carpenter. Okay.
No feeling this?
I'm inclined to go with Green.
Need a motion?
I'm gonna make a motion, we go with Green Pest Solutions at a annual rate of $864 for pest control.
Motion by Kevin,
Second.
second by Ron. Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? All in favor, motion carried. We'll go ahead and CPA.
This is our annual audit that we have done, and his pricing for the year.
Did it go up from last year or?
Maybe it's just his contract. Yeah. So I can get more information and bring it back if I need to.
Oh, I need to know how much.
I haven't looked at this
It
one.
does say, we agree that our gross fee, including all expenses for the above services, shall not exceed $10,000. That's the only dollar amount in here.
Where'd you see this?
Second to the last page, third paragraph.
Oh, okay.
And I think that's about what it was last year. And they've been really easy to work with there.
Good.
This is the report we get at the end of the year that we get in February.
Mm-hmm.
You get one of hard numbers to go off with from last year. Move this to the next meeting, you guys want to make a motion?
I think it's based on how many hours they
I got you.
Yeah,
spend going through things. There's no set.
it just says not to exceed 10,000.
Okay.
I would hope this year's will be easier than last year's,
Yeah.
considering a lot less learning going on this year. What would this one come out of?
I think this one comes out of the general fund.
Is it general?
I'd have to double check with Michael.
Our next meeting is December 1st. When does he have to have, this time?
December 31st, 2025.
I assume the end of the year, but
Is that when the contract's over?
We're making action tonight.
Yeah. I'm sure.
I move that we accept the contract for Gordon CPA.
Second.
Motion's been made by Ron, second by Chad. Any further discussion? All those in favor? All those opposed? All in favor, motion carried. Next we'll, have the executive session. If someone would please.
How long do you think you'll need, Chief?
Just 5 minutes, we're just gonna go over a few things.
5 minutes. If you motion out, or let's give time for this room to clear.
Cause it's gonna change the date where you get done talking.
Yeah. Make a motion, we go into executive session for non-elected personnel to include the city council, the city attorney, the chief of police, Chief Officer Schultz at 20:08 for 5 minutes, returning to the council room at 20:13.
Motion made and by Kevin, second by Ron. Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? All in favor? Motion carried to recess into executive session. the Carbondale City Council meeting.
We're in executive session for 5 minutes, but no decisions made.
Moving forward, looks like, is there any off-agenda items?
I have two.
Yes, sir.
First off, I wrote a letter. This is just my position. This is a resignation from position of President of City Council. Just the City Council, I'm not resigning from the council. Your Mayor and Council, please accept this letter as a formal notification that I am resigning from my position as President of the Carbondale City Council effective today, November 17th, 2025. I fully intend on continuing as a member of the City Council and fulfilling my duties as such. I will continue to assist as best I can with additional duties and tasks assigned or requested of me. I'd like to present that to you. I know that leaves the position open. At the time I was thinking about this, I thought of Ron before Chad, was re-elected or being on. So it's up to you. It falls to you then, sir, to ask, I guess, who would fill the position.
For any nominations?
Well, because most of the time it is the most senior council member, the one who's been here the longest. But I never wanted it, so it always went to somebody else.
Gotcha. Now with this time frame, of where we're getting new people elected in, but we can't go this short time without a president of council, correct, Tom?
You should appoint one.
Someone needs to be
You wouldn't have to
appointed.
do it tonight, but you should be prepared to appoint one at your next council meeting.
Okay. So I do have a moment to, okay?
I mean,
You guys,
if you're not here next meeting, I'll cover, but I'm just,
okay. Well, it should be a reason why it would be, but you never know. Okay. So we'll see what comes of it by the next meeting. Everybody's okay with that?
the second thing I wanted to discuss was, and I asked Emily and Michael about this, with the shooting of the officers Saturday, Highway Patrol has set up a fund for the patrol officer. The Sheriff's Department is doing a meal train, and they do have a forum for donations to the officers to help them with stuff, because they're going to be down and out. So I'd like to see if the council would be interested or willing to make a donation towards the Sheriff's Department fund for those officers. It's not often that officers get shot, obviously. This is it's going to be hard for the families, I think.
I feel it's a great idea personally.
In our donation funds, we have $240 left for the year. However, there is about $500 to $600 that can be pulled from other places that can go to them.
By chance have a figure in mind, or kind of open discussion?
Emily gave me this. Honestly, I mean, to me, since there's 3 deputies, I would probably, if we can do the 600, I would say let's do that, and then we'll give 200 each.
Okay.
I think that would help their families out.
And the fund's being handled by Linden State Bank, so it's not being handled through Venmo or privately. So it'll just be the city making a donation directly to the bank fund.
Okay.
Yeah, I got asked on Facebook by a couple people, and I told them to get a hold of the Sheriff's Department. So if anybody asks you if anybody's doing anything, the Sheriff's Department has a food train, and they also have the, funding. So if anybody does ask.
Okay.
So I'd like to make a motion that we donate $600 towards the deputies.
Second.
Motion's been made by Kevin, second by Cheryl. Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? All in favor? Motion carried. I think that's a great idea.
Yep.
Anything else follow up off agenda? Anybody else? Okay. there's not in the agenda that I'm looking here unless I missed it. It looks like we have a couple extension requests.
Oh, yeah.
Need a review and motion.
Motion that we grant both of the utility extension requests as offered.
Motion's been made by Cheryl, second by Ron. Any further discussion?
I have a question, I do have one. The top one is $171.
Yeah,
That seems awfully high.
he has a lot of people that live
That's
there.
a big family.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, oh my gosh,
Okay.
yes, they adopted a whole message kid.
We've done data logs on it, and they truly use that much water.
Do they, that was where I was going with it, okay. Thank you.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? All in favor? Motion carried. Anything in notes and FYI that needs to be brought to attention?
It's just water.
Here with water results.
Water results, okay. And those are something that we keep open records, like, so if anybody in the community wanted to obtain a record of that, they could come in and ask for that. Request that.
It's all available online, I believe, through
Okay.
KDHE.
Awesome. Then, we should need a motion that the, bills were reviewed.
I'll make a motion that we did review the bills.
Second. Motion been made by Cheryl, second by Chad. Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? All in favor? Motion carried.
Motion to adjourn.
Second. Motion to adjourn by, Cheryl, second by Chad. Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? All in favor to adjourn at 8:21.